Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of KigerCraft. I'm Tigorso, and Garen is somewhere down there, I think. Today we are... Oh, he's in the village, he's off that way. Today we are going to be working up in this area. I still haven't finished this airship, but I do plan on doing that sometime soon, though not quite yet. Today we are actually going to be working over in this area. Now let's just enter pearl over there. Alright, cool. Alright, so basically the idea that I had for this was that I was going to have a bridge that went from here to there. And then there would be like a walkway or something that you would go through to get there. And over here, this is going to be the service area. Now, I haven't really thought this through all that much, but basically this right here, this sort of little chasm, is going to be where the airship will dock. And I think I'm going to have to cut right here, get rid of all of this, and then probably a couple blocks worth over there as well. So I've got a lot of work to do. Silk touch shovel, lols. But first thing I need to do is figure out whereabouts I'm going to want to put everything. So I think that I'm just going to remove some of this here, and we're going to level it off. And this is sort of going to be like right here. Get rid of all this. There we go. Right here is where our bridge is going to be connecting. At least for now. Because like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. So today we are going to be having a little adventure. We're going to be trying out new things, seeing if they work, seeing what doesn't, and we're going to have some fun. So, here we go. Alright. So, basically, I do have a couple things that I wanted to talk about, and let's see. First things first is some Rift news. Are you serious? That's the Oculus Rift, rather. I was reading, and apparently somebody is working on an extension for the N64 platform. Now, I don't know if it's like it requires an actual N64 console, or if it's just sort of like a ROM hack that's gonna work with the Oculus Rift. So if you have one of those many emulators, it'll work with that. But they actually had Pokemon Snap. Really? There's like one slab here. Pokemon Snap. Oh, hey, Bear. Pokemon Snap and GoldenEye and what was that one? Oh, Eve of Extinction. Those were the games that they had currently running, I guess. It's like pre-alpha sort of stuff, so it doesn't really work all that much. Eve of Extinction, thank you. That's, or was it Parasite Eve? One of the two. Something about Eve. Anyways, so it's sort of like a neat idea, but you know, really with the Oculus Rift, I just keep saying this, and I feel like a broken record. I'm not sold. I'm just not sold. Oh crap. Ah, really? I was trying so hard not to have that happen. Alright, well, it should be quick back up to the top. Alright, let me get on land here so I don't fall and sink and drown. Commander pearls. Alright. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like a broken record because it's just not ready yet. I don't really think that we, as gamers or anyone as a game developer, has really figured out what we're going to be able to do with the Oculus, or what we should be able to do with it. They just haven't quite figured that out yet, and I'm really waiting, and I'm hoping that they do eventually figure out what to do with it, and sort of bring us new and cool games that'll be, super fun, and they'll take advantage of this, and it won't go the way of the Virtual Boy, which was a complete disaster. If you guys, I know a lot of you guys probably aren't old enough to remember the Virtual Boy, but I actually had one, and my parents, I know, right? My parents took it back, like right away, because it was giving me headaches. I would play it, and like I had a great fun. I don't remember what games I had, because I didn't have it for all that long. But yes, there are pumpkins over there. But yeah, then my parents took it back, and that was it. That was the end of the Virtual Boy. Well, for me at least. Actually, probably for a lot of people. But either way, yeah. So it was sort of a similar thing to the Oculus Rift. So yeah, that didn't end too well for Nintendo. It's considered probably one of the look at that bear, one of the biggest gaming gaffes in history. Right up there with E.T. the Extraterrestrial, which, by the way, I've heard that there's actually a company that is going to be excavating in I think it's either Arizona or New Mexican desert, where supposedly Atari buried a lot of junk. Get out of here, bones and stuff. There's rumored that they had this dump, that is full of discarded Atari gear, like old copies of E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600, old Ataris, and just like tons and tons of stuff. And supposedly somebody got money to film a documentary to go out and try and find this thing. So that that should be interesting. It's sort of like Giran said, a gaming urban legend. Probably, but whatever. So we might actually see something from it. So who knows? I think it would be interesting to find out if it was actually true. And then I'm pretty sure that if there was actually anything there, that it would be completely indistinguishable from what it was originally supposed to be. Plastic would be just completely corroded, and the electronics would be just pretty much piles of rust, for all intents and purposes. And it's I don't know, it's sort of like a risky proposition, but hey, apparently somebody thinks it's good enough to actually put money into, and the people think it's, oh crap, are you kidding me? The people think it's good enough to put their time into. So we'll see. I think it'll be interesting. I'd watch it, but either way. So back to the Oculus Rift. So it's still not really a thing yet. Though it's cool and I like that people are playing with it. I still just haven't seen any reason. Like, if they were to bring it to market, I just don't think there would be a reason to buy it, which is probably why they haven't so far. And then, a little bit of sad news. One of the main engineers, I think it was a lead designer or something like that for the Oculus Rift, was actually killed just a couple days ago, actually. No, he was hit by a car as he was crossing the street that was running from the cops. So it's sort of tragic. Exactly. That, this guy was just innocently walking down the street and trying to cross, and boom, that's it. He's gone. So some very sad news for the Rift team, and I hope that everything gets better for them, and obviously condolences to the guy's family. But that's just so sad to hear. All right, where does your ship dock? Your ship docks in the crevice. In the crevice over there. All right, so I need, my inventory is like totally full. I wonder why I wasn't picking stuff up. Let's see here. I know I got a chest. There it is. And boop, boop. Put some of this stuff in here. There we go. That's good enough. All right. You get your pumpkins. You did get your pumpkins. You gonna sell them in your snack stand? No? Oh, okay. Alright, so we're just gonna go through and do a little repair work. Now, I'm probably gonna put a little hut over this, and then we'll put some... Ooh. This has really bad positioning. Like, really, really bad positioning. Okay, so this is gonna have to change. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna put like a little gate right here, and we'll probably have something that'll curve down to right there. I think that'll be better than having it come out here. Alright, so this can be fixed. Not a problem at all. Because this is going to be the service area. So if like employees, and maintenance people are going to be walking along it, it doesn't really have to look pretty, so to speak. But I am going to want to remove all of like the gravel and replace it with brick and make it look like it's at least built. But this is actually looking pretty good. Oh, one shot. Alright, so first thing we need to do is get some lighting up in here, apparently. So we got like, whoa! We got like crubbers and skellies and all sorts of craziness going on over here. I at least want to stop them from spawning on the tops. Hey guys! Oh man, that's definitely one I didn't want to have happen. Cool. I guess, that's cool. Okay, so... Alright, where's my dirt? There it is. Let's start filling this creeper hole in. But yeah, so, somebody is at least working with the Oculus Rift, which is good, because if nobody was interested in it, that would be a very bad thing. Alright, so let's see. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, so everybody sort of has at least heard of the game EVE Online. Space ship battle sort of economy thing. I was interested to hear that they were under DDoS for the last couple days or so. It seems it's been quite a while. I think it was about 24 hours ago when it started, but I was listening and I was reading about it, and apparently they shut down all of the shards that run EVE, their game Dust 514, and their web services. So they're pretty much dark right now, which was sort of like, oh, okay, that's weird, because I've probably mentioned before, if you guys remember, that I'm interested in computer security, and that includes malicious activity like denial of service attacks. So I was like, oh, okay, so they shut everything down. That's weird to me. Because basically that is the so-called like nuclear option. You don't do that unless it's really bad. And I was reading some tweets and everything like that, and one of them that caught me sort of by surprise was that they had shut everything down and they were examining their internal network. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I was thinking, okay, well then, with thinking about the server shutdown, it must be that the DDoS is a cover for an internal network attack. that maybe somebody had local access through like a compromised wireless router, and they were trying to steal subscriber information, credit card numbers, all that sort of stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay, so that sort of makes sense, I guess. If you have an attack like that going on, you would definitely want to shut down to prevent any compromise of critical databases or anything like that. But then I started reading more, and apparently they are just really bad at security. They have sort of a head in the sand. That's dangerous. Approach where if they have an attack like this, where it's a DDoS or something like that, they just sort of stick their head in the ground until it's over. Shut everything down and just say goodnight. And I was like, that's weird. That's really weird to me, because most companies, shutting down your servers is every second your server is offline, it's money lost. And they can actually calculate how many dollars you're losing per minute as your company is basically offline. And so, shutting down is not really a good option. So, but apparently they did it, and it's something that they do often. So, oh, geez. I just thought it was interesting, and it was something that I wanted to share. But yeah, so it's kind of weird that they would do that. But hey, you know what? If they don't have the money to pay for proper security people, that's probably what you would expect from somebody who didn't know much about security. It's like, well, we're under attack, just batten down the hatches and wait it out. But yeah, so whatever. It's their business. It's their money. If they want to lose it, then that's fine with them. All right. But yeah, so Eve is completely offline. 100%. Oh, okay, here, I'll show you. I'll show you right now. Let me gather up all this dirt, because we're going to need it. Oh my, you're like a little bear pincushion. Okay, your ship is going to be built right in between these two sections. Right here. It's going to go right in through here. Where we're standing is going to be the deck. So you would walk out of this onto the ship. Yes, I think. Yes. That's the way I'm going to say it goes for now. We may change that. I may lower the deck down a little bit. But I think for now, I think this is going to work. And then this will be the main area over here. And there's also... Hey, aren't you supposed to be burning? Get out of here. Really? Skellies all over the place. We're also going to be putting in a lighthouse. Now, I know a couple people had suggested putting a lighthouse, and it's something that I had been planning on doing for quite some time. It's just the question is, where does it go? I have a couple options. I'm going to first build the service area, and then I may actually put the lighthouse here, or I might put it over there. It just sort of depends. I'm not really 100% on it yet, but something that I'm going to be thinking about definitely. But once the service area is done, then the lighthouse is the next thing that I'm going to be tackling. So just going to fill this in, and I need to sort of flatten this out a little bit, because I don't want to have too many areas that are down a block. like this right here. I want to kind of eliminate these and fill this area in right here. Because this is going to be the upper deck right here. And I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it. I think... I'm thinking I'm going to do it in wood. Half slabs, maybe. Because I don't want to do it in stone. Stone seems a little boring. But we need to figure out what it is, at least what the level is going to look like. So we can have sort of an idea about how big it's going to be. And this is going to help me do that. And keep everything green at the same time. And monsters off. That'll definitely help. Alright. Alright, so, the next thing is, some of you may be wondering, you may have seen news recently that Intel has released a new generation of processor chips, codenamed Haswell. And I know that a lot of you are probably curious about it. You know, what does it mean? You know, for those of you who maybe want to build a system in the future, or have just built a system, you're probably panicking, going, "Oh my God, did I blow it? Did I did I not wait long enough? You know, what was me?" Don't worry. I sort of had that initial reaction too, even though I built mine, you know, several months ago, and there's no way on earth I could have known. But I still feel that anxiety. So I know how you guys feel. Really, I do. So let's see here. Have a couple half slabs. All right, so let's go ahead and start removing these ones. There we go. And start with these ones. There we go. And we're going to build a little pathway to the service area. So basically, you guys really, those of you who have desktops, you don't really have to worry. You made a good choice with whatever you chose, because the Haswell chips actually aren't going to be super awesome for desktop users. The main point of the current generation chip is focusing on better battery life and performance, specifically in laptops. So those of you who have desktops, it's really not going to affect you all that much, because the performance jump from Ivy Bridge or Sandy Bridge to Haswell is really minimal. It's only about 10% or so. So it's nothing to really get all up in a tizzy about. It's really nothing to worry about. Now, if you're in the market for a new laptop, or have been considering, you know, maybe buying a new laptop, now is the time. Definitely now. The new Haswell chips are incredibly good on battery life, supposedly. Intel is talking about a 50% jump in battery performance, which is pretty significant as far as batteries go. So if you're looking for an Ultrabook, definitely going to want to consider something with a Haswell chip inside. That way you'll have, you know, super duper battery life. You'll get increased performance for those of you who are looking for something, you know, good enough to run most things. They do say that the integrated graphics with the Intel HD on the chip are significantly improved. Okay. Those are supposed to be a lot better, but it's more or less for video viewing. Not so much for games, really. You could definitely game on an integrated graphics chip like that. It wouldn't be the best, but it would run, some more basic games. Like it would probably do well in Minecraft. If that's what you were looking to run. But probably not like, your Crisises and your Call of Duties and all that stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna need stairs up here. So that, it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're looking for something like an Ultrabook, like an Ultra Portable. Those are going to get thinner, cooler, lighter. They're going to have better battery life. It's definitely going to be great for those sort of computers. The really super thin ones, like your MacBook Airs and whatnot. All right, let's see here. I know I put a bunch of... There they are. Jungle wood. Oh, I have stairs on me. Such a derp. But yeah, so... Those of you who have desktop computers, no need to worry. You can breathe a sigh of relief. You have not done the wrong thing. That's what I can tell you. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go. Boom. And then let's see. Oh yeah, so this is actually a company that I like talking about often. And you guys have heard me, but the Tesla Motor Company, they build the Tesla automobile, is really one of the coolest companies in my opinion. It's run by a guy named Elon Musk, who also owns the SpaceX Corporation, which is the company that does the Dragon space lifting module. Basically, it's a rocket. So they made news a little while ago when they paid off their Department of Energy, which is this government agency that deals in energy related stuff. The Department of Energy had given them a loan. Oh, thank you, Bear. I really need help with this. This is awful. They needed a loan to get started, and basically the government offered them a loan. They said, hey, we like this whole electric car idea. We want to give you some money. We think that your business will do well, and we want to give you some money. We'll give you a loan to help get you going. And they accepted the loan, as did several other companies, not just in automotive, but in solar panels and other things. And it's been really not very good on the success rate. A lot of the companies that the government originally chose have gone out of business. They just didn't manage things properly, and it just didn't work out. So Cylindra was one, A123 batteries was another one, and there was another one that just went under like last week. Okay, now I need those blocks. So Tesla was another company. Are you serious? The bear just hit me off. Oh no, wait, I threw an ender pearl and hit the bear. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. So I gotta go all the way back over there. I wonder if I can... Nope. Alright. What was I talking about? Oh, so anyways, yeah, Tesla got one of these loans, and they had like a really, really long time to pay back. Something like 30 years or something like that. Or no, was it 15 years? Anyways, they had a really long time. They ended up paying the loan back, which was a couple $100 million, I think, 9 years early. So Tesla has been doing well enough in sales to completely just pay off that loan entirely. They are not beholden to the U.S. government at all anymore, as far as I know. So that was definitely awesome news. Let's see here. Let's put back this dirt. I'm gonna need this. Okay. It's just so cool to hear news like that. To hear that they're doing well and are gonna make it. It seems. Well, it doesn't guarantee that they're gonna make it, but it's at least a good sign. Let's put it that way. It's a good sign. No. You. Thank you, Bear. Fill up the thing here. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Yeah, 9 years early. So yeah, they're definitely doing well. And they also announced earlier, sometime. Anyways, they just announced that their new third generation Tesla vehicles are going to cost about $30,000. They can actually drop the price. So that's just fantastic news. I mean, I really like the electric car concept. I just think that there's too many flaws to sort of that's hindering its widespread adoption. Batteries is basically one. The other one being charge times for those batteries. It's just, oh, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start removing this because I don't want it to go out this far. Charge times is another one. But Tesla's made a lot of really smart moves with installing what they're calling a supercharging network. It's basically a gas station for your electric car that's owned and operated by Tesla. And if you have a Tesla, you can charge there for free. It costs you nothing. I guess it's included in the price of the car. And considering that they're luxury cars, basically, that's pretty cool. So if you live by one, that's like free energy. You don't have to charge up at home. You just stop by a supercharger station, whenever you need it. And detractors would say, oh, but they don't have very many of those, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, okay, that is true, but they've also just announced that they're going to be tripling their supercharger network in the next couple years, something like that. It's crazy. But for the people nearby, it's really cool. And in fact, there's actually a couple near us. So if I had one, I could fill up for free, which is pretty neat. But I don't, and I also don't have like $50,000. Yes, they can, and it's nice because it says, it sort of removes the risk from adopting, for being an adopter of technology, whereas before it's like, well, what if, this doesn't work out, or that doesn't work out, or this changes, that changes, It seems like Tesla has the funds and the balls to say, we're going to take care of you. We're providing you with this great product, and we want to support you either through charging stations or through, future upgrades or whatever. It makes you feel safer, which is going to make you feel better about your purchase, because buying is an emotional thing. So, it's definitely cool. I would like to, sort of, in the future, when I have like kids or grandkids or whatever, when, an old car drives by making noise and spewing smog, they go, Grandpa, what's that? And you go, oh, that's a gasoline powered car. And I go, gasoline, what's that? That would be sort of cool. I mean, to feel like, that gasoline cars, these polluters and all sorts of nasty stuff are a thing of the past. So, what's up, guy? Anyways, I looked at him. Oh, okay, he's gone. All right. Oh, nope, there he is. All right, there we go. He's all the way over there in the desert. Oh no, it's another one of them. All right, so anyways, so this is looking pretty good. We've gotten along pretty nicely on it. Still need to do a little bit of renovation on this. I'm thinking we're going to need to remove a couple blocks worth on this side, probably up to here. Oh no! And that's going to have to be for the entire mountainside. So like these blocks here are all going to have to go all the way back to sort of support what I want. This guy is annoying the hell out of me. Alright, he's dead. So that's something that we're definitely going to have to work on. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself for another episode of KigerCraft. Let me see if I can hit the bear. Nope, completely missed. Alright. So, it's coming along pretty nicely. I think this service area is going to look fantastic, and then Garen will be able to build his airship over here. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a fun time with us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.